was dit op Christmas Rock Night. En we hebben de vrienden van Flatfoot 56 hier weer gevonden. Die hebben een waanzinnige show gisteravond gezet. En vanavond gaan ze laat nog een keer hier op de kleine stage. Ik zit een worstmatch te eten, want dat doe je in Duitsland natuurlijk. En heel erg vet. Maar dat maakt ook niet zo heel veel uit. We gaan het even over Flevo hebben, want daar waren ze natuurlijk dit jaar. Maar,
yes, ma'am.
See de acuerdo.
Yes.
What Flevo this year? What was it like?
I think it was warmer than last year.
It was warmer.
Yeah, and it was very nice.
Crazy.
Insane.
Crazy. For the first time, Flevo, well, I think the year before too.
So the second time.
Well, against what we've been told, we're just as crazy as a lot of German crowds that we've played in front of, and that was something that we were surprised to see, and it was neat to see. And so the Dutch kids definitely hold their own when it comes to tearing up a good mosh pit and circle pit as well. So it was that's the symbol of greatness to us.
They brought out the flags and they went nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was that with the flag?
I don't know. They just did it.
They just kind of.
What flag was it?
They were inciting.
Which
they were
flag?
inciting
I
a
don't know.
flag riot, and it was amazing.
There was, I think, one flag was our Chicago flag.
Really?
We brought that with us.
We brought that. Then there was
a
pirate flag, and then there was a strange yellow cross flag.
Yeah.
Which must be something from you guys. I don't
Hey,
know.
I didn't recognize it. It was certainly not my flag.
We're all at a loss.
Oké. Als jij het was met die vlag, laat even weten. En welke vlag dat nou was die jij vlagde opleveren. Want we hebben echt geen idee waar het nou precies over ging. Talk about Holland versus Germany. I'll level with you. Come on. I know who is superior. Our viewers know who is superior. I'd like to hear it from your mouth. And may I show you that I'm handling a fork right now.
Chicagoans are superior.
Alright, pull out your hand. Alright, I won't get there. You love Germany, right?
We have to tour in both those
Yeah.
There's different elements to both of them.
It's best based if we're basing this on split pea soup or currywurst, then we have to side with both. So split pea soup is superior in Netherlands, and their pancakes are superior, and
their waffles,
their height is superior.
Yes.
The height is huge.
Germans
but so is
make
that.
awesome cars and some awesome currywurst.
Oké, hier gaan we dus niet uitkomen. Het blijft dus een beetje een 1-1'tje voor Duitsland. Ondertussen weten jij en ik heel goed wat natuurlijk verreweg het leukste land is om te spelen. Maar goed, we zijn nu in Duitsland. We houden het een klein beetje voor ons. Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything.
The gossip tells that you will be leaving Flatfoot.
Unfortunately, I'm graduating from school, and my parents have been a very, very key blessing to me in that they help me pay for a lot of my bills while I'm on the road, and things like, college bills are going to be coming up, and I'm gonna basically will be required to pay a lot of those bills, and the band, and I can't really afford to not get some kind of a job. So I'm going to be entering the real world. And another thing is I'm going to I just got married, and so I also have I have a wife that she'll need to be seeing me more than 10 months. More than 2 months out of the year. So that's because she's going to be going to school and won't be able to be on the road or anything like that. So it's just a period in my life where I've got to I guess I got to prioritize, and God is my first priority, and then family, and it's like one of those weird feelings where it's like, I feel called to be in the band, but I also, a bigger calling in my life I feel like right now is to get out of my parents' house and, be with my wife. It's kind of a biblical commandment too, in a way.
Cool.
I've got, these are wonderful, amazing group of guys, and I'm so honored that I was able to, be in the band for, with them, and they're always my friends, always my brothers. So, and there may be a time in the future I can hop on for some more shows, but
We'll always be open.
you know.
Cool. And tell me you don't ever give up on the bagpipes.
Music will always be part of my life, and I'll always be playing something somewhere. So, it's all good. We'll see where God takes it.
Cool. Nou ja, daar gaan we nog wel een keertje weer wat van terug horen. But that leaves you with the trouble. Where do you find a guy that is that good looking and plays the mandolin and does the bagpipes and wears a skirt?
As well as he does, I don't know. I
Have
had
you
many
seen
nights
his
crying,
knees?
trying to
Oh.
come up with the answer to this question. It was the $1 million question.
I have a series of workouts that we can give the look of the leg.
He'll be selling them on the 1st of January.
Rigorous
Paper
squat
round.
exercise.
We actually we have an old friend that has toured with us multiple times back in the States as a roadie. He was actually in Josh's bagpipe group.
I learned with him, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Good friend. He's actually the only other guy that's ever filled in for Josh while Josh was absent in past days. His name's Eric McMahon. He lives less than a mile from our house in the south side. The only downside to Eric is he's a Cubs fan, which
That's a
is
bad
one
thing.
of those things. Yeah, we're all Sox fans, and there's a big rivalry. But other than that,
American baseball.
American
White Sox.
baseball.
You'll never
White Sox.
understand
White
it.
Sox.
But he's definitely desires to be out on the road. He's available.
He's available.
He's available. And so he's definitely he's recently picked up the mandolin, and we'll see how that goes. Until that happens, we'll probably have friends of ours filling in
Cool.
as subs until he's up to par. But Eric's definitely excited to be on the road, and Josh definitely can vouch for the guy who's filling in for him. So that's kind of neat.
I help teach him, so
Yeah.
if that's any question, he'll be good.
Yeah.
So in a way, the sound of the master is still going to be with you.
Oh, completely. Well, Josh has already said, he's definitely committed to working with anybody who comes in and fills in. And honestly, we're gonna really miss Josh. It's not gonna be an easy switch, especially with a new record coming out. But at the same time, it's better that this happens before the record comes out, and we can have a new face for everything going forward. But Josh will always be a part of Flatfoot, whether he's on the road with us or not. And as I've said before, anytime he wants to come out, and 2 bagpipers are 10 times better than 1, as I always say. And so he's definitely welcome to jump out and play with us anytime. Like I said, we're just adding to the family and giving him a chance to spend time with his wife and advance what he's feeling God's called him to do. So.
Cool. I understand. If I were married to you, I'd probably want you home every once in a while too, so you can play the bagpipes for me.
And to put this too, his wife is not inciting any of this. She's always been a big supporter of the band as well. And
Well, I met his wife this
she's
summer.
awesome.
Yes.
Mhm.
She's lovely.
Thank you.
That was your honeymoon, right?
Yes,
Flavor
it
was
was.
part of your
It
honeymoon.
was part of that was how important Flavor is. It was part of my honeymoon.
Nou, dat is toch echt te gek als je op huwelijksreis gewoon je Flevo integreert in je huwelijksreis. Nou, dan ben je wel echt heel erg committed. Hey, thanks. Dankjewel.
Appreciate it.
Hartelijk bedankt. Tot de volgende keer. Ayush. Doei.
Doei.
Hey.